Hey y'all, happy May. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a garden tour, and I say a little bit because it's not going to be the true authentic garden tour. I think I said in my last garden tour, hopefully I have the mic working, so I'm wearing a mic. Hope that helps the audio issues. Thank you again to Erin from the Impatient Gardener for sending that out. And the last thing that I said was I was going to tidy up my garden for the May garden tour so you could see it nice, fresh, mulched, all the good things. And I certainly did not do that. So I'm wearing my Diggs gardening gloves. I've got some clippers, and we might be doing a little cleanup as we walk through the garden because this might be more of a proactive garden tour. But let's just jump right into it. This is me getting a couple of weeds. Like I said, not super prepared. But this is actually my worst spot for weeds. They just love it over here. So it's never gonna look pristine, but we do have some beautiful blooms here. So this is a totally tangerine, I think. This is a GM that Soil and Margaritas gave me when we first moved here. It was our first year in the pandemic, and they are spreading, growing beautifully. There's actually one a little bit further down. This is an echinacea that I got from Great Garden Plants. This is called, and I do have the tag for this one, Echinacea Kismet Intense Orange. So this bed right here always has a ton of weeds in it. I don't really know why. I like to assume it's because it's so close to the grass, but I actually don't know if that's the reason. I feel like even with mulch, I'm always pulling weeds out of this bed. So you'll have to forgive the dead tulips and the weeds in this garden bed. I know a lot of people treat their tulips like annuals. I certainly don't. They're kind of pricey if you ask me. So I don't really want to buy them over and over again. So what I do is wait till they're sort of yellowing and disgusting like these guys right here. And then I'll cut them and fertilize them with some bulb tone. And the reason you try to wait till they die off is so that they're getting all of the energy that they need to bloom again next year. Let's talk about some plants that are alive in here and that I did plant in here and mean to have. So these are peonies that this is their second year there. They were planted bare root, so they didn't bloom this year. I don't know if they'll even bloom next year because I have a peony that I'll show you a little bit later up in my cut flower garden that just bloomed for the first time, and I planted that the year we moved here, so it's been like 3 years. This here is my Rose of Sharon from Proven Winners. I got this, I think it's ballet slippers. I got this off of a clearance rack. It was like $5 or something like that. And it was all fried and kind of dead. And it bloomed beautifully last year. And I'm really excited to see it bloom again this year. This is another Proven Winners plant. This is bee balm. And I'll tell you, the bees love it. This whole bed is something that I did kind of create when we first moved here, just with a bunch of rocks. Every year I add a couple more perennials and then of course some annuals just to take me through the season. So it's still really a work in progress. Cleanup is not my favorite part of gardening, I'll admit. I usually wait till the very last minute to do it. Like, you should see me in fall. I'm usually running around like a maniac. When you see my garden, you're getting it in its authentic light. So I can say it as many times as I want on these garden tours that the next time it'll be clean, but it won't. So I added these plants last year. There are 3 of them. It's Cloudburst from Proven Winners. I'll show you the tag here. They were blooming gloriously last year. It was their first year, and I was really happy with them. And then if you come down right here, now that I see it's spreading, I'll have to move this little Rosa Bianca. I'll just scooch it over a little bit. But I do love to plant some veggies in my flower beds because I just think it's whimsical and cute. So this lily's almost as tall as me, and this is its 2nd year here. So we can maybe expect a little bit more height out of this, but so far I'm loving what it's doing. And then down here, we have our Olivia Rose Austin, which is new to the garden family. Our alliums have bloomed out. I don't know about you guys, but I hate the yellowing of allium leaves while they're blooming, but they're almost all bloomed out. They're kind of done, but they were really beautiful. Yeah, this area, it needs some work. It needs some dedication, and I am not ready to give it. That's gardening. I just need to find the inspiration to do it. And it's not now. So here you can see this honeysuckle blooming, and this honeysuckle smells so freaking amazing. I think it's interesting that it has both the white and the yellow blooms. We have a very serious spotted lantern issue in this area. I've been trying to do my part in squishing them and treating them when I see them because it is not something that you want to play around with. And if you did see the video I did about pruning this grapevine, it's all pruned up. It's still in a pot. One day maybe I'll plant it in the ground, but it does have little grapes growing, and I'm so proud of it. Over here is my cut flower garden. I started it maybe 2 years ago. It's just a work in progress. A little story time here with this cut flower garden. I planted this peony thinking, oh yeah, this will be great. I always wanted a Sarah Bernhardt peony, and then it bloomed, and I posted it on Instagram blooming, and I was like, this is so gorgeous, this Sarah Bernhardt peony that I got as a bare root. And myself and a couple other people were like, hey girl, is that looking a little dark to you? I was like, yeah, but maybe it's the sun. This peony was mislabeled, but it's looking very much so like coral charm, which is beautiful in and of itself. We have a sedum here, coneflower here. Can't remember what color that is. I think it's an orange or yellow. We have, bachelor buttons planted here. Some lavender, I don't know how that got there. I think that was an accident. I think it must have been like a seedling that I thought didn't survive. We've got a dahlia planted here. I think it's Le Baron dahlia, beautiful pink bloom. I ended up digging up the tubers over fall last year, frantically trying to save some dahlias for this year, and I ended up with like 5 or 6 of them. They were huge. So they're planted all over my garden because they're pink and they're gorgeous. And some pin cushions, Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth. Don't remember what this is. Oh, straw flower back here. This peony from Garden Addicts, Miss Moya, had a giveaway last year that I won. First of all, I had a lucky year last year. I just want to show you the Dahlia Patch because I'm really excited about it this year. So this Dahlia Patch is brand new. Again, I'm taking Brianna's advice. I'm using some floral netting this year because last year's dahlias, I had them staked individually and they were laying on the ground by the end of the season. So I would like them to stand up. This So I created a little patch right here, you know, slow and steady. No need to get out of control on the first year. And I have some Kelvin Floodlight, Black Satin, 6 varieties of dahlias over here. I'll add in some gladiolus because why not? And that's it for this Dahlia patch. And last but not least, my veggie garden. So I am really proud of my veggie garden right now. There's tons of stuff planted already, tons more that needs to be planted. If you've been watching for a while now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I now partner with Veggie Garden. So if you're looking to add some raised beds to your garden and you don't want to deal with the wood and the building and all of that, you can check out my affiliated link below. They are metal raised beds. They come in several different colors, super easy to put together. I think it took me like 30 minutes for each bed, and they're modular, so you can make them work for your space. I just had a bunny attack last night, so some of the cabbage is like seen better days. So we've got potatoes and we've got strawberries booming over here in the veggie garden, peas, garlic, all of the above. So I'm really, really excited. As some of you know, I just built this veggie garden last year, so I'm still learning it and it's still learning me. So I'll put a little B-roll of the front yard garden in there to show you the little things that are popping up. That's all for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I won't even say that hopefully it's better next time, because I know that it won't be. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Can't move though.
Sorry.
I didn't even get the shot lined up yet, and you're over here trying to look.
Okay.
Can't work like this under these conditions.
I think something literally just fell on me. It's fine.
Need to unionize.
A couple more things. Not this weed. Weeds. Weeds. No! What was I saying? Something fell on me and I panicked. Whoa! What was that? Giant bug. Okay. How embarrassing. It was a bug. I don't even know why anybody watches my channel. This is just, nobody asked for this tour. Big bug. I need to eat. Oh, a bug just flew into my mouth. Like, what are we doing?